Here we go. What do you need? 11.
Check three. Slam.
Block.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11.
Garoppolo. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Two.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 20.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Leonard Fournette, 48 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready. 50, Mike 50. Not here. Down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Go, faster. Ready?
Off play action, Tannehill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two, you got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. The 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Patriots nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
You can't block me.
You can't cheat it. Go.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
30 base.
50. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And it is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. Now, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, you know, I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. 21-0 our score after 1.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full shot.
From the 39. Garoppolo. That's complete to Slayton.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Here we go. 12. Check.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go.
And the Texans first down.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
13.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I got you. Hey, Haywood. Hey, gun.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Come on. You better bring it. Hey.
On first down, it's Tannehill. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Out. Check out.
6-6. Pull it high. Bravo.
Bang. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Ready?
Throwing again is Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike, 56, right there. Right there.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here we go, here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's checking. Crash. Showing up.
21.
Hey, watch it.
I got you.
Now Leonard Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
What do you need? Two.
All day, defense.
Hey, alert. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yep.
Check 24.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking long for Westbrook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Under coach. Check.
Hey, alert. Check now. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Texans.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go.
65.
White.
Jim. 25.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 65. 21. Here we go.
Check 99. Check 24.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Tighten up.
12.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
21.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun give to Fournette. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike's 50.
Hey, exit. Mike 50.
Here's Tannehill. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, rock it.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Tannehill stepping up. He'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Ready?
Tannehill on first down. Steps away to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or. Yes, yes. Spit.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
He's cracked.
12, fellas, here we go.
Kill, kill, kill.
Check 4, check 4. Kill, kill, kill. Lock, lock, lock.
No, no, no. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll toss it to Fournette. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Black. Bud.
Tight. Check.
Hey, gun.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but Let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On first down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now it's Tannehill. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tannehill. But it's brought in by Washington. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, wahoo!
54.
Now.
Tannehill. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Tannehill on 3rd down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Charles Clay there to make the grab as they are able to cut into that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Topper! Go!
Wide motion. Hey, switch gears.
They're going to keep it on the ground, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 6 guys.
Now Garoppolo. Catch made by Slayton. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Tannehill. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 27 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Justin Jones there on the stop. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This is Fournette, and he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Houston. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 31, Patriots 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, Haywood!
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Rip left, rip left.
Tannehill now to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.